Get any special use in day-to-day city life?
It sure does. Once LINKO syncs with Xiaojun, she can use Xiaojun's ghost arms to slingshot herself across the city.
Oh, so that's how she gets around? Talk about practical powers. And what makes LINKO special in combat? Walk us through it, Baggy.
LINKO's combat role is AoE Quick Swap. In battle, she can call on Xiaojun or a teammate to launch a synced strike. A synced strike is a special kind of support skill. Its damage counts as follow-up attack damage, and its attribute matches whoever launches it. So, if Xiaojun launches a synced strike, the damage is anima. When you use basic attack Poltergeist CQC, LINKO chains up to 5 consecutive attacks, dealing anima damage. Each hit builds her modulation gauge. Modulation is spent when you use redirect skill Full Frequency Pulse to empower the synced strike it triggered. And LINKO doesn't just sit idly by. Every so often, she sends out Xiaojun to ambush the target, attacking them and applying a hit 'em here mark. When the on-field character hits the marked target with a redirect skill, the mark is consumed and LINKO is called in for a synced strike on the target, building modulation and cycle energy. Only one hit 'em here mark can be active at a time, and each mark lasts a set duration. If LINKO consumes the mark herself, she triggers a synced strike with Xiaojun instead, again building modulation and cycle energy. Hold down basic attack, and LINKO slingshots herself forward with those ghost arms, unleashing basic attack Poltergeist Rocket Punch and dealing damage to enemies on impact. After a critical dodge, press basic attack and LINKO fires off a dodge counter, dealing 1 instance of anima damage and building modulation. Use redirect skill Full Frequency Pulse, and LINKO channels her Esper power to bombard the target with ghost energy, dealing anima damage. Then she syncs on the spot, calling in Xiaojun or a teammate for a synced strike. A radial menu appears so you can choose who launches the attack. Pick a teammate or Xiaojun, and they'll unleash their own synced strike, dealing damage of their attribute. That synced strike spends the modulation you've built up, granting a damage boost tied to how much was spent. The sync happens in an instant, so time briefly stops while you pick your attacker and let the synced strike fly. And one more detail, when a synced strike is triggered through Full Frequency Pulse, any open teammate slots on the radial menu are filled by Xiaojun, and the more Xiaojuns are on the menu, the harder her synced strike hits. Unleash her ultimate, Oversync, and LINKO pushes her Esper powers into overdrive, opening a resonance field that lasts a set duration and syncing with up to 3 teammates at once. Use her redirect skill to call in synced strikes with them one after another, up to 3 times, with a bonus burst of AoE damage at the end. When Oversync's duration runs out, LINKO lets out a blast of overloaded static noise, dealing 1 instance of anima burst damage to every enemy inside the resonance field. The more types of debuffs the target is carrying, the higher the damage climbs. You can also tap her ultimate again to end the overdrive early. And even after Oversync ends, the resonance field lingers for a while. And during that window, her teammates' support skills are empowered, with their damage counting as follow-up attack damage.
Any other combat tips for LINKO while we're at it?
Unlock LINKO's passive skill, Weakness Radar, and simply having her on the team upgrades the Hexed cycle effect. The bonus follow-up damage from Hexed goes up, and targets under Hexed take increased follow-up damage. And it's worth pointing out, a normal synced strike doesn't trigger cycle reactions, and its damage scales off of LINKO's own stats. But unlock her passive skill, Precision Tuning, and each synced strike, based on the teammate who launched it, lowers the target's resistance to the matching attribute for a set duration. A target can carry resistance reductions for multiple attributes at once, but same attribute reductions from synced strikes don't stack. Triggering them again just refreshes the timer.
As for progression, LINKO's skill upgrade material is Dress Sleeves of Vanity, acquired from the Anomaly Pilgrimage, the Never-Ending Arachne. And her level ascension material is Water Moon Pick, acquired from the Anomaly Hunt, Beat King.
LINKO's Ride-Along, Little Sparrow, and Move-In interactions also become available with the new version. Let's take a look.